and I am going to show you a few videos today, and we're going to be working on editing. This is one that I chose for a couple different reasons. When I am out shooting, this is very similar to a location that I would choose. I love having a lot of foliage and just it adds a nice background, and so since this is the first time that I've done a video edit, I wanted to choose something that I would be familiar with. So and I kind of played with some of these last night to get a feel for them, and I felt like this was a really easy edit. So I am going to come over here to my, oops, didn't mean to do that. So I'll just hit reset here. So this is a great example of where I start. I love this collection. I believe on the webpage where we have all of the different collections, this one is actually labeled Pretty Presets. But I usually start with the first few in this collection right here. So I'm going to click on a quick clean, and then I'm going to choose center light and contrast and really brighten. That right there just totally, look at the before and after. You see how that alone really changed the photo. What I look for first when I'm editing is making sure that we get the skin tone right. So, and generally that's a lot of what I comment on when I'm giving CC on photos in the group is the skin tone. Just because that's the most important thing to me in a photo. If you're going to do photos for clients, or even if you're just doing photos for yourselves, you want to make sure that you've got correct skin tone, because these are going to be photos that either last you a long time and are on your own walls, or they're photos that somebody is paying you to do, and you need to have skin tones correct. So I have chosen to do those, and then what I typically do is come over here. You'll notice we've got our little highlight clipping here. It's blue, so when we click on that, it will show us, this red right here shows us where our highlights are too bright, and our blacks, of course, are going to be all throughout here. So we're just going to not worry about those yet. I have my own little workflow that I see how that makes such a huge difference with contrast. A lot of times people will think, oh, my pictures look really flat, and they don't know what to do to change it. Most of the time, it's going to have to do with contrast. See the difference? Love it. So I usually go about right there. Gives photos kind of the nice pop there. And then I come down here. Clarity is what is going to make your photo all nice and smooth. I see this way too much. People think that if you bring your clarity down, it's going to make the person be all nice and angel looking and have smooth skin and all of that. That is not flattering. At least I don't think so. You look at it like that, and you bring it up like this, that's too much. So you need to find the right balance. See how it's like just about in the middle right there? I bring it down usually just a tiny little bit, just to soften up, just a little bit. Then I go down here. Again, I'm just showing you my workflow. This is just pretty much what I do every time I'm editing. I come down here and check the sharpening. It's already been done because of the presets that I chose over here. And then this noise reduction right here, I usually move that over just a little bit, just because I like to do that. And next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop. One of the reasons that I don't worry about these darks and highlights up here yet is because when I crop the image, that may take care of some of this. So I just don't worry about these at all until I've made all of my adjustments. So I'm going to crop the image, and the reason I'm going to crop it is because right now her head is kind of in the middle, and I think it's going to look better once we get it more over here. So we're going to come down like that, and I'm going to close it. I'm going to actually reopen that back up. I'm going to move this around just a little bit. There we go. I like that. Okay, I love the Luminous collection. I truly, truly do. Because it just offers a nice extra something with photos. Don't pay attention to my Luminous collection. It will look different than yours because the version that I am still working on was released before the final version was released. So most of mine are, my verticals are still wonky, just like yours. So I'm going to click on Golden Hour. I like that. Not sold on it. Let's see if there are some others. Let's click on that. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I think we're going to go with that more. Okay, so let's come up here to see what we can do about this. Bring our whites over, bring our highlights over a little bit. That looks good. Our darks, where are they at? They're over there now. Let's see. Shadows. I kind of don't want to take the blacks out because I think in order to take them out, we'd have to take too much out to get this in. I'm not worried about the blacks in here. That just doesn't bother me. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to utilize my tone curve. See how that, when you play with this right here, I like to use this a lot because it can make adjustments all throughout the picture just by moving it ever so slightly. So this is how it was, and I'm just going to bring that up just a little bit. And I really like that. I'm going to call that done. Show you the before and after on the screen. There we go. Okay, see the difference? See how we've got it brighter, we've warmed it up. We have our girl standing out a bit more from all of this. I really like that. So we are done with that photo and we will move on to another one.